Hello, my name is John M. Quick. I went on a quest so we could find out what are the best evidence-based ways to tell stories that inspire, influence, and transform our audiences. The principle of narrative learning states that stories support learning by helping people make sense out of their personal experiences. By and large, humans try to make logical sense out of their world. That means if we come into a new experience or if we encounter new information, we want to know, how does it plausibly fit in to what I already know? Does it make sense to me? Or how can I make sense out of this new thing? And as we do this, you can think of it as a form of learning. We've got new information, we've got what we already know, we're rolling it all together to make sense of it so we have a better understanding of our world. You could say that we construct our own identities through stories, that we have a running dialogue in our heads, in our hearts, about how our whole life has been lived. When we confront some new experience, we're interpreting it in the context of what we've already known and done. This can help you in a motivational context. Think about people who might say, "Oh, I'm not smart enough for this," or "This is too hard for me," or "You have to have some special ability to do this." This is a good time when you might tell a story of someone like them who succeeded. That can help them realize that, oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe this can be a part of my story. It was the first day of class of computer programming. I was working with some very nervous, very anxious design students who had no programming background. Now, they had heard from the other students in years before about this programming class, about how hard it would be, how irrelevant all this stuff was, how there's no way to pass all the tests, you're definitely going to fail. They were telling themselves this in their own personal stories before we even walked in the door. Talk about being in a self-defeating situation. I knew I had to do something differently from the way things had been done in the past when I was going to teach the course. Here's what I did. First day of class, I had made a video game, a whole game that would help us learn that semester how to program a video game. First thing I did was throw it up on the screen and started playing through the game. This was to show them what they would be able to do by the end of the semester. Make an entire game that had the cool graphics, all the controls in there, nice fun gameplay. Not only that, I encouraged them to name the main character of the game. They chose Luna. And I explained, here's day one. Today we're going to get Luna to move. Look, she's stuck there on the screen. And you can press the buttons, but she's not going to do anything until you can program her to make it happen. Well, on one day, they got her to move. On another day, they added some friends. On another day, they added dungeons. And by the time we were done with the 15 weeks, they were able to do this. And more importantly, they had written their stories in their heads in a different way. I can succeed. I can pass this programming class. I love making video games. You can use stories to help people reframe their mindset and rewrite the personal stories that they're telling themselves in their head. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my book, The Power of Storytelling. There you'll get a whole workbook on how to craft your own stories using these principles. You can always get in touch with me, and I'll help you through a coaching process to make better stories that you can use to inspire, engage, and transform the lives of others.